Good. Good morning, Elliot. Good morning. Good morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Watch out for this show. Oh.
Crash. Good morning, Elliot.
Good morning, Drew.
It is time for Taps and Takes, baby, live, kind of, from Groggs, traditional Irish pub, the one-stop shop for all your cooling down and getting booze in your system needs. And delicious food on top of that, because it is a traditional Irish pub, meaning that they got the food.
It reminds me of him.
Yeah. See, Elliot, he is a traitor to America because he has dual citizenship with the Europeans.
I know ICE is out to get me now.
I love his dual citizenship that he has. Brings his allegiances into question.
You know where you're going to have citizenship? South Sudan.
Yeah, he's on the one-way ticket to Sudan. Soon they're going to be like, oh, you're only half a citizen. Doesn't count.
Yep, you're gone.
Yeah, bye-bye.
You're done, buddy.
Bye.
We see all that fun stuff you talk about with gators. We got a great place for you in Florida.
We got so many gators just for you.
Yeah, right down in Alcatraz.
Shouldn't it be a play on words on Alcatraz? Shouldn't it be like Galtatraz or something?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Alligator. AA. Yeah, we're going to take you to AA. AA meetings.
Oh, really? Thank you. Which you could also use.
Yeah.
You could also use those.
Not really.
Anyways, good morning.
Good morning.
We talk all that nerd news, all that sports news. Yes, and we are back to normal when it comes to shooting our normal podcast at twitch.tv/the-do-over podcast. By the time you're seeing this, it's probably on right now. So after you watch this, go hit us up on Twitch and hang out with us. And let's have some fun.
Let's have some darn good time.
Now, you're about to hear us for 10 minutes straight wax poetic about Alien Earth. So I want to bring something else up before we get started.
You can do that.
I watched the new season of King of the Hill.
Dang it, Bobby, how is it?
Now, I wasn't a huge King of the Hill fan.
Was hardly ever watched that show. I maybe watched like a total of 10 episodes. Yeah. It just wasn't like I was a Simpsons kid and then it went South Park, Family Guy, American Dad.
It wasn't like my jam when I was younger. The new season is excellent. And they aged up Bobby.
Right. I saw it is aged up.
He has and it's very Bobby. He has his own restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And the new characters that they introduced are great. Bobby's 21. Instead of going to college, he's
a chef now,
He's
right?
a chef at a restaurant that is a play on is it called Roboton in Japan? It's like a Japanese grill, but German influenced food.
Okay.
Yeah. And they are pretty on point addressing like the differences between King of the Hill when it was on to the world now. And like Hank and Peggy were living in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So they were living in Saudi Arabia. He was working for like a huge propane company out there.
Gotcha.
And then there's one episode where they're talking and like Boomhauer's stepson is trying to play soccer. And Hank goes, well, you never know. He could be the next Lionel Messi. And they all look at him like, sus. Right. And then it goes to show that he fell in love with soccer when he was in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So Dale thinks he's a double agent.
Right.
The setups and the jokes, like I legitimately laughed through the whole season. They cuss a little bit. They bring in some S words. They say dick a couple times. No F words or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the jokes are funny. And I think it's the best King of the Hill has ever been, dude.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. I started it. Watched the whole goddamn thing.
All right.
Right
so shout out King of the Hill.
Shout out King of the Hill's new season. There will be another season coming out on Hulu, but you can watch it all right now. It's good. Hulu crushing right now.
Hulu really is crushing. And Hulu might be the best platform right now.
And this proves that even if it's a Disney-owned property, they can do some things right.
Mm-hmm.
And that is when stay the fuck out of the way of creatives that have interesting ideas and support them in order to execute said ideas.
Bro.
So what should we start with the prompt or do the review first and then go to the prompt?
I think we should give our review and then prompt them into the review.
I'm going to go to you first. I watched it before you, but of course we're going to be talking about Alien Earth.
Yes.
Which, bro.
So good.
Bro. Okay, you go first. You give me your thoughts.
Okay, so
I'm going to go first.
Take it away.
No,
man.
I'm not going to go first. You go.
I have been looking forward to Alien Earth all year. This has been my most anticipated anything for the year of 2025. Superman was right there with it, and I love Superman. But Alien Earth, after I watched Romulus in theater, I was like, I'm back all in on Alien. Give me the horror aspect. Give me the body horror aspect. Give me the suspense aspect. Give me the 80s styled sci-fi.
Why do you want so much horror action in it? Why do you love horrors?
Because the Alien gets around this season.
Do you mean horror?
I said horror.
You said horror.
I said horror.
You said, give me them horrors.
I said horror.
You said horrors.
I said horror.
Continue.
Okay, just totally chop block me there.
Continue. The 80s action, 80s
80s
aesthetic.
sci-fi. Yeah. Fantastic. So far it's 10 out of 10, no notes. What I really like about the season already is that they've made the xenomorph so much more daunting and just unstoppable. Like you see, like Aliens 2, you kind of get this feeling of like, oh, Marines are just going to mow them all down. No, and that's not the case here.
No.
This alien might have the best body count of any xenomorph of all time.
There's a couple, I don't want to completely spoil it, but I will say there's one scene in the second episode where the alien kind of busts out of a cocoon like bag.
Yeah.
And just wrecks like 5 Marines within seconds. It's just all, you see just body parts fly.
Well, and I mean, that's what I mean. It takes out everybody it sees. Nobody's safe. And it's just one right now, So, I mean, like, I can't wait to see how they implement like the hive. And also, I really love that they've expanded on the other aliens and how dangerous just alien life can be, and in insectoids and other creatures like that. And I'm really intrigued on how they're going to implement the new synthetic human hybrids with these child minds and how they grow up in their new bodies and with this new catastrophe that's unfolding.
Okay. It's kind of impossible to review without spoiling some stuff. So I'm going to drop some beats here on plot and a couple little things, but you can see this in pretty much any write-up. Okay. So I like how they're expanding the lore of where the world is currently.
Yeah.
With this series is that basically there's 4 or 5 companies that control everything, right? That Weyland-Yutani basically owns North and South America and and like rights to whole planets, right? These trillionaires, ultra rich companies, and it's basically a race to cheat death.
Yeah.
It's like, who's going to come up with the tech that cheats death first, which is, is it going to be enhanced human cyborgs, that humans that have, implants and mechanical parts? Is it going to be synthetic life that carries on humanity? Or is it going to be the thought experiment, which is one of the most interesting things, is the thought experiment of moving human consciousness to a synthetic body. Now, the question is, are they just an AI that thinks it's human, or is it the actual consciousness of the human and the AI? And that thought experiment, and especially since it's children, right? And they established early on, like, these things are fast. They are strong. They can outmaneuver humans.
They're durable as all can be.
They're durable. And so that's the setup with your protagonists, right? Some of them. I love Timothy Olyphant's part as kind of like the robot supremacist, synthetic supremacist, who is like wise, and he's basically odd man out corralling children now that are in adult bodies.
But you can also tell, like, he doesn't believe in humanity at all.
Yeah. Which I think is another interesting point. The way it starts is such a love letter to the original Alien. And there's the 70s aesthetic through the whole thing, down to the tech that they use.
Yeah.
It's very much so a product of when it was made. It's not all super advanced technology. It's what it would look like, a 70s version of what the future would look like.
Right.
The xenomorph is like, and to my count, there should be like way more than one.
I think
there should be like 4 or 5 of them.
Well, light spoilers, I guess. You do see eggs.
Yeah.
Like eggs are happening. You haven't seen, I don't think, any face huggers yet. I mean, in
not
suspension.
Active.
Animated in animated suspension.
No. You've seen face huggers. One was being operated on because I actually watched it twice. I watched the first 2 episodes once, and then I watched it again with Josh.
Okay.
So you haven't seen the act of the face hugger, but you've seen the aftermath of face huggers.
Right.
And one was being like operated on, basically like looking at it. There's eggs, but the other aliens also interesting. I hear that episode 4, not tonight's episode, but episode 4 has one of the gnarliest scenes in it with the eyeball thing.
Yeah.
Nightmare fuel, dude.
That one was pretty gnarly. I was not prepared for just how gnarly that one was going to be.
Some of the deaths are the gnarliest deaths in any alien movie, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, dude, and it's paced well, and I like the lore because I'm a lore junkie. Like, I like it when they do some good world building, and there's so much world building done in the first 2 episodes that I am so in. And look, I wasn't that into Alien. Like, Alien was never a big thing for me. I was like, whatever. You know what I mean? I still haven't even seen Romulus. I'm like, whatever. I was going to go back and watch it, but
you are in for such a treat when you watch it.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like, whatever. And then I watch this and I'm like, holy shit, this is so good. It's just a good show. And I think that, like, much like Andor, because I watched like the first 4 episodes of Andor and fell off. So I went back and I watched almost the full first season. Andor is an excellent show. This is an excellent show, but it's an excellent show made within the bounds of these rules set up by these IPs.
Right.
People will kind of pick up what you're putting down, even if it's like kind of out of lore, kind of a little bit fantastical in the setting. If you have a good show, you know, if the show's good, and dude, I'm in on it. I love it. I love it.
I think it's incredible. I mean, Hulu can't miss. I mean, FX can't miss. FX has been on an incredible run. Shogun, The Bear every year, and now you're getting Alien Earth, and I'm sure I'm missing one more. I just feel like FX has just been unloading great content for the last 3-4 years now. FX
is known for good programming, kind of like HBO is known for good programming. Like, if it's coming out on FX, there's a strong chance that it's a decent show, right?
Right. And it just feels good to have good Alien content and good Predator content out, you know? Because this is only going to get me more hyped for Badlands.
Yeah.
And whether they decide to do another season or 2 of Alien Earth, I mean, they're already doing Romulus 2. It just feels right.
It is such a massive hit. Like, you can tell it's a massive hit because it is front facing on everything. Like, they're putting Alien Earth front and center on all of their marketing.
Oh, yeah.
All of their shit has Alien Earth front and center, touting the critical reviews, just user reviews. It's everywhere.
I know,
because it was a massive hit, dude.
And it's so nice to be able to throw out like a sci-fi show and it be girlfriend friendly.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Sarah would like it, but I couldn't. I asked her if she wanted to watch it. She's like, hell no.
Yeah. So I even said, like, because we saw Romulus together. So I was like, babe, you got to watch Alien Earth because we watch Romulus. And she's like, okay, thanks for doing a date night with me. I was like, I get to watch Alien Earth now every week.
She like it?
She loves it.
Yeah.
It's so good. And there'll be sometimes she'll be like, wait, what was that? What was that? And I can be like, oh, here and here. But when we saw the aliens, or not just the alien, but like the bugs, the insectoids that bit into them, we were just like, damn.
Yeah, you're like,
oh, and like the blood sack.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, and here's the question. Is that blood sack a cocoon? Or, you know what I mean? Like, is it a cocoon? They're going to morphosize.
Like that's how they spawn?
Yeah, like kind of like a cicada, or not a cicada, but like a caterpillar.
Mhm.
Is that how they feed themselves to go into a stasis to change into something else?
Or is that how they like feed off of their host to breed?
Right.
Like they use that to lay eggs, you know?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I
I'm
can't
intrigued.
wait. I can't.
And here's the other
And we
question.
didn't even talk about the giant plant one.
Oh, yeah. And here's the other question. Why did Wayland Yutani want those specimens so bad? And it basically boils down to what they're establishing in the very first second is everyone's trying to cheat death.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, there's some fantastical shit that I hear that's going to happen, almost like communication directly with xenomorphs. Like if they're setting it up, dude, how she's like,
how
clicking,
she
she's
can
like,
hear them.
why is it? Can you hear that? You know what I mean? I'm interested to see.
Nah, it's awesome. It is everything I wanted to be and more, and we're only 2 episodes in, so I can't wait. And so our prompt for this week for our nerd news is, what are your thoughts? Have you started Alien Earth? Are you more hyped? Do you have more faith in Alien or the Predator franchise right now? Let us know in those comments.
Yeah. Anyways, go on.
Another thing that has got me super hyped to end the year is Walt Goggins returning as the Ghoul.
You mean Walt Goggins, the fucking coolest actor on the face of the planet?
Yeah, this is the year of Walt.
It
2025 is the year of Walt,
which he deserves.
He's earned it.
He's been a badass since the Justified days, bro.
He really has. But we got some of our first shots of Fallout season 2.
He was in The Shield too. He was in The Shield too, which is another FX property.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But he is returning as the Ghoul. We got our first looks of like Vegas before the nukes hit. We get to see Lucy, Max, and the Ghoul again, and this show is going to be so good. They've already confirmed that season 3 is happening. They want to finish it around season 5 or 6, which I think is a good ending point. I would lean 5 more than 6, but I can't wait for this show.
I kind of fell off of Fallout because I was watching it with Sarah, and it starts really good. I did not like Maximus's character. He's kind of insufferable.
I would say out of the 3 characters, he is the weakest, but I feel every character is going to have a major season. I wouldn't be surprised if they made this season a Max heavy season to get you to like him a little more, and then focus towards the back end of like Lucy finding her dad, or maybe the Ghoul finding his wife.
Yeah.
Regardless, I mean, the show is... I was never a Fallout video game guy. Like Fallout 3, I think is a great game. And I even think Fallout 4 is a good game.
Yeah,
I just
Fallout
wasn't
4.
into the aesthetic in the world. They did such a good job bringing that to life, from the, the bear to the creatures to just humans living in the wasteland.
Yeah.
And the aesthetic of hitting that 50s style. It's so good. And for Amazon, so I haven't felt like Amazon... I know Amazon has great shows, but Fallout feels above and beyond a lot of their shows.
I think it's, again, a studio trusting the creative process and what they're doing, how they're using the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
and getting the right cast.
Yeah. And I think that you're going to see a lot of this moving forward because, from the 90s to 2000s and a little bit beyond, the company oversight, because every movie has to have company oversight.
Of course.
And sometimes reeling in a creative could be necessary, right? To be like, dude, this is a little far-fetched. And there are examples of that working. But for the most part, I think the people that grew up and what's popular now, the people that grew up loving video games, loving comic books, loving these properties are the ones making these shows now. They are the ones making these movies now. They clearly have a vision. And if some CEO or suit isn't completely familiar and they're like, well, you don't need to do that. You can just take like 3 of the mutants and just put it into one person. You know what I mean? You're going to piss off people. I think more and more studios, and WB is the last one on the ship, in my opinion, to do this, because there has been so many stories about WB oversight.
Yeah.
That it's just so heavy-handed and it like fucks their properties a little bit. this is one of those things that's like people are learning if you stay the fuck out of the way, make sure the creatives work within their budget,
Right.
that you'll get something good out of it. And you need to start with strong people, like strong creatives, strong directors. Don't just like slop out a script and be like, make it. You got to bring good people to the table.
For sure. And I mean, they've really nailed it with Fallout. So I'm excited for season 2. That's coming out December of this year. And speaking of WB and, letting creatives take the helm, James Gunn's Peacemaker is getting great reviews. I believe season 2 comes out this week. And, a lot of people loved season 1. We have a ton of people that talk to us, tell us season 1 was so good. John Cena was so good. And I am not the biggest. I think John Cena, the human being, might be a top 5 human being on the planet right now.
Yeah.
I think he leads the Make-A-Wish with most Make-A-Wishes.
He holds the record.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's just the nicest and greatest of dudes. It has taken me a while to get into him as an actor, but I feel like I owe him and Peacemaker a full finish. So I think while I'm on break next week, I'm going to watch season 1 of Peacemaker. I watched episode 1 and I thought it was fine, but I just wasn't into, I guess, the character so much, or I guess DC at the time. But I feel like after seeing him in the light cameo with Superman, and him just being a good dude, maybe I should give him a second chance.
I'm with you on not being sold on him as an actor. But
like, I do think,
and also his introduction was Suicide Squad, and he was annoying then too. And I was like, that movie did not make me want more of him, right? The way what happens during it, what he's doing, and I understand it's leaning in on comedy and like finding your way and blah, blah, blah. But like that movie did not make me want to watch a whole show based on him, but it's gotten excellent reviews.
Right.
So I'm down to give it a shot. I'm not convinced I'm going to love it. You know what I mean?
But I feel like I owe it to John. I owe it to you, John China.
John China.
Yeah. Santino Marella. Yeah. John China. That guy didn't get enough credit, man. He was great. All right. Let's stay with WB really quick because we have Superman. Superman is seemingly set to hit either right under 600 million or at 600 million. I believe it's at 597 million right now in the overall box office, which I think is a huge win for DC and Warner Brothers.
Oh, it's a huge win.
Now, it isn't hitting like Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, which made around 670 million, but I would say this is a great win for DCU. I think this is the cornerstone film for it, and this is only going to build better things. And James Gunn's already talked about he's working on the Superman saga, which, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's punk rock.
Okay. Back when those movies and even a lot of Marvel stuff made a ton of money, it was a different economic landscape, dude.
Definitely. And also, I believe, when did Man of Steel come out? Was it 2017?
2017 or 2018.
Yeah. I mean, that was right when Marvel was in its full stride. So I feel like superhero movies were just bigger financially. So I feel like Man of Steel was a product of its time, whereas this is as well. Like, it doesn't have the numbers of Man of Steel, but not a lot of people are going to the movies as much. The DC needed a big win for people to trust it again.
And let's also bring up the fact that DC and Marvel both have lost a lot of casual people, not the people that will show up.
Yeah.
No matter what. Casual audience trust in the quality of films and how they're using their money, and they need to rebuild that trust up. Like, you're gonna have a $500 million Fantastic Four that people aren't gonna see in theaters, but made its money back, broke even. Then people watch on streaming like, oh, that's pretty damn good. It makes them excited for the next project.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, streaming numbers are going to cut into box office numbers as well now with how quick movies get sent to streaming. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think this is a huge win for Superman, a huge win for DC. I can't wait to see what comes from the Superman saga. I would love to see Mongol. I think he would be a fun character for either Supergirl, because her shows or her movie's going to be her traveling through space. Like
Is
that,
it?
I could imagine. Like I doubt they'll start her movie with her just on Earth.
Yeah, but they'll explain why she's technically younger than he is, but she was here before he was. She was like stuck in stasis. If canonically I remember. My question is this. I know this is a little horn dog of me, but I'm wondering. So there's an alternate reality version of Supergirl called Power Girl.
Okay.
Power Girl is notorious for having the giant rack.
Right.
She's in a white suit. She just has these giant tits.
Familiar. Yeah.
If they introduce Power Girl, considering the times, will she have the giant rack? And why should it be, what's her name? With the giant rack. Why am I blanking on her name?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is Power Girl. You heard it here, right here. She has a giant rack. Makes sense. And she's blonde.
I wouldn't mind it if they cast a different actress. I'm just kind of burnt out of the clone alternate versions of characters. That was my one gripe, I would say, with Superman, James Gunn's Superman. Ultraman, I didn't want to see his face. I didn't need to see a Superman clone unless it was maybe going to be like a Superboy, you know?
Yeah.
That could have been cool, but I don't want clones and alternate versions. I feel like we get that so much now.
Yeah,
And-
but that's fun. Like, dude,
I'm over it. I'm over it.
It's fun, though. Like, just because these multiverse things were fucking ball drop pretty hard.
Yeah.
The infinite possibilities and reimagining of characters. And like, remember, the next two Marvel movies are going to be heavily influenced by kind of this protocol. It's still fun. Like, but I understand what you're saying. Like a hardline, regular, canonical, this is who this is. This is who that is. Like, I get it. But also, let's not be fun.
Well, like,
you know?
No, I get it. But I mean, like, if you are setting up Bizarro, right? Wouldn't it have been funner to get like a mixed look, not just like a cut for cut Superman?
Yeah.
Like if you got a little, and he was like, he's as dumb as all rocks. If you got kind of like a Neanderthal looking version of him, wouldn't that have been a little better?
Well, and now
More comic booky?
I guess in the comic books, he's kind of like a lovable oaf now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He hangs
So-
out with Red Hood now.
Does he?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're a team.
They're a team?
Yeah. They're like there's a trio. There's a third person. I can't remember, but it's like him, another person in Red Hood. And they're like a vigilante group. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's something you could have fun with, like down the road when you introduce like more of the Bat family if you decide to. But I mean, I just don't want that. Oh, he's fighting himself, but different.
It's the power problem. But I get why they did it.
Mhm.
It's the power problem. You know? So anyways, what do we got next?
We got news for Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for
Are you
Gollum.
going to skip over the boys?
Oh. Yeah. I mean, we
Harry,
can just get to that next.
How about we just say this? Enough. We don't need any more.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
okay.
and you know what? Boys' final season's coming up this year or next year,
Yeah,
2026.
That's fine.
And from all accounts, it's going to be great.
Yeah,
Because
cool.
the show has been getting great reviews since it started, right? Gen V, from what I've heard,
It was good.
excellent
Yeah,
television,
yeah.
and season 2's coming out soon. The Boys prequel, Vought Rising. I just don't know if I care enough of the verse.
No, I
Like,
don't.
And also, the Boys verse feels hilarious to say.
How do I put it? The edgy superhero thing is starting to get played alongside like the edgy internet chef is starting to get played. So if you notice, and this was originated by like Maddie Matheson, early days on the internet and Vice. Maddie Matheson, who is incredibly funny, had a couple of shows called like Keep It Canadian. He used to do like recipe videos and stuff and did a lot of stuff on Vice, has his own channel. He's on The Bear.
Yeah.
Maddie Matheson originated like the cussing chef. And then you had Nate on TikTok,
I
who's
feel like Gordon Ramsay was the original cussing chef.
No. Gordon Ramsay would angrily cuss, right? These guys kind of just are loose and
Just okay.
You know,
Loose with the language, but goofy and
loose and goofy.
Okay.
And Nate on TikTok, he's a metalhead. He cusses a lot, and it's kind of like what they're known for. But now everyone's trying to do it. Everyone's trying to be the F-bomb internet chef, and it's getting played. The edgy kind of cussing superhero thing, with the exception of Deadpool, is getting fucking played. It's getting old. Like how gross and edgy it's supposed to be on The Boys, which is true to the comic.
Mhm.
That was the first comic ever that I said, this is too much.
Right.
That's the first comic ever. I was just like, this just is gross for gross sake. I'm kind of over it. I don't think it's going to do good numbers. I think everyone's over it because it's just been a constant, like, you get so far, then can't do anything. Get so far, can't do anything.
Well,
it's played.
The one thing they have going for them is Soldier Boy is super like popular.
Well, the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, and even the character, like a lot of people liked him when he got introduced in season 4. And like his battle with Homelander and where The Boys is leading up to and going to end, I think is good television. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like when you have 3 different things happening within a universe, pardon me, I just feel like it's a little daunting for people to jump into, like if they haven't started. And then it's just a lot of content for what feels like content's sake. And I get that's
Right.
kind of like the shtick of The Boys. They kind of, in a sense of South Park, they kind of get like recent news, or they kind of get like the vibe of what's going on, and they can kind of poke fun at it. I'm just kind of like, I'm going to finish The Boys and I'm going to be done with The Boys verse.
Yeah.
But that's just me. If you like the shows, I want you to support it.
Him,
And if you like the actors, support it, you know?
Yeah.
But Lord of the Rings, another thing I don't think we need. The prequel movie, The Hunt for Gollum.
I don't get it. How's a prequel if Frodo is hunting for Gollum?
Well, Frodo and Gandalf are in the film. They and Elijah Wood and Ian McKellen are going to be reprising their roles. I don't know how serious their role is going to be, but they have confirmed they are going to be in the film. But it is a prequel, so I don't necessarily. One, Gollum was probably my least favorite character in Lord of the Rings.
But he was revolutionary for the time.
Yes.
With the mocap.
Yeah.
And
I mean, and I understand the fall of Gollum is something to be studied. It was a good character study of how you can be poisoned, right? Like how your mind can be poisoned. I just don't care to go back. Plus also, and this isn't really something you can compare it to. Didn't they try this with a video game and nobody cared?
Yeah, no one cared.
So I mean,
but it was also just a bad video.
I mean, it was a horrible video game. I get it. But also, like, do we need more Gollum? I feel like if you're going to explore Lord of the Rings, there's so many other characters you could explore.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Like, if you even wanted to bring back Gandalf and Frodo, why not follow their adventure after they left?
Yeah.
Like, you could do... There's other things you could explore.
You know what? So there's some... The books that were actually released by Tolkien,
Mhm.
right? There was a lot of supplementary notes on like how the world worked and stuff. And if Amazon owns the rights to that, they're going to make like original content through that. I would say expand the cool, fantastic nature of it, right? There's a mention in Tolkien's notes of an ice drake, like an ice dragon.
Ooh.
What's up with that, man?
Yeah.
Like, give me some cool shit here.
And you know what?
You know?
I will say, I did hear the last season of Ring of Power was far better than season 1.
That's what I hear. It's just getting through the first crappy season.
Yeah.
To get to it.
But also, how you don't do well and you have like $1 billion budget is crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, so Lord of the Rings, there is things to explore. I know they're exploring things with Rings of Power, and I hear it's better off this latest season than the first season. Out of all the people you could have focused on to come back to, I don't think Gollum was it. Hell, you could have given me just a Hobbit series of them after. And
Smoking weed?
Yeah, and just them
smoking weed and eating?
Yeah, like Merry, Pippin, and Sam just goofing. Sam having to ring in Merry and Pippin again. I would watch that for 10 episodes.
Would you? I wouldn't.
I think you could have some fun with it. Like them going on just a bender and Sam having to chase after them around Middle Earth.
Yeah.
And then like them running into like Gimli, going on a night out with him. Them getting caught up with the elves and Legolas is just still.
So you just want like a IRL version of the Hobbits?
You give me a road trip.
Oh,
just
God.
A Middle Earth road trip.
We can call it Second Breakfast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The Second Breakfast podcast.
11sies.
I wouldn't even be upset with that. I wasn't into Gollum is all.
Okay.
That's just me though.
All right, let's move on.
Last couple of things for me. Marvel Zombies, which was set to be a movie, then it became a series, and now it's becoming like a mini series. We got the first kind of look of that. That's going to be an animated mini series on Disney Plus coming out September 24th. I actually kind of like the premise for Marvel Zombies. The whole thought that like they become unstoppable zombies and Magneto of all people kind of has to salvage humanity to fight them, only for them to gain cosmic powers and then becoming like a multiverse, like a multi-universe threat.
Right.
As they start to branch out and eat other universes, I think is kind of cool. That's going to be coming out, like I said, September 24th. I'm kind of curious to see how it looks. I know it's from the same kind of animation of the What Ifs, and I know the What Ifs kind of fell off hard.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Marvel Zombies, but I mean, The Eyes of Wakanda is getting great reviews, so...
Give me the next season of X-Men 97.
True. Have you been seeing kind of the blow up? What's his name? Bo DeMaio is having on Twitter.
No.
He's calling out Kevin Feige and all of Marvel kind of shutting him down.
He had... I wish he didn't probably do what he most likely did, because motherfucker had good ideas. He understood what needed.
Great ideas.
He understood.
97 might be the best Marvel property we've had in 5-6 years.
Motherfucker understood the assignment and had to fuck it up for himself. Got too heady. Anyways, let's end on this. Severance has confirmed that Ben Stiller is not directing any episodes in season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly problem for me. Ben Stiller is known as this goof, right? Like this goofy guy.
Yeah.
The love, attention, and care that he puts in to directing Severance is needed for that show to work, in my opinion.
I agree.
So if anyone else takes over the reins and it's sloppy, that's going to piss me off.
Yeah.
Because the mystery and the tightness of those episodes.
Well, and it's coming off a huge cliffhanger.
Fucking huge cliffhanger.
Well, I feel like Ben's probably put the right people in line.
I hope.
And I think it's so fascinating that he's working on like a war documentary, and that's why he isn't able to direct. He's directing something else that's going to be on Apple TV, which is crazy that he's gone from, and he was always like creative, but to go from like comedy writer, comedy actor to this mind-bending director and writer and creative is so fascinating to me. And I think I'm not concerned yet, but if by like 3 episodes in of season 3, it's kind of falling off, that's when I'll throw like the warning flag, like, bring Ben back fast.
Yeah.
But
I'll give it a shot. Obviously, I love the show.
I feel like Severance has built enough like confidence in the audience to be like, it can do no wrong until it has done wrong.
Yeah. So here's hoping that the same level of care, and I'm sure he's still a producer on it, so I'm sure he's going to watch like the dailies.
And I'm sure they're going to talk to him constantly of what needs to be done.
I'm sure he's going to watch like what they shot the day before. He's going to watch the dailies to make sure that they're tight and they're getting what he wants. I get it. I just hope it's not sloppy. It can't be sloppy. No. And like the cliffhanger and what happens.
And there's so much to change in the show.
Well, what happens after season 2 is going to be monumental.
Oh, yeah.
Like crazy.
For like every character, too.
Yeah.
Not one character isn't going to have a huge change in the upcoming season.
So there you go. Nerd News done.
Done.
done. Stay here. Going to take a little break. Coming back with sports, baby. Sports. Big shout out to Grogg's Traditional Irish Pub at the northeast corner of Willow and Knees. Not only do they house the Do Over podcast for tabs and takes, but they invited us to go blow it up on St. Patrick's Day live on scene. Now that that's done, it's easing us into summer and it gets hella hot here in the Central Valley. Groggs prides themselves on being the coldest drinking establishment in the Central Valley. Literally go down there, get a nice cold pickleback, get a nice cold Guinness, throw it back and leech off that free AC, son. Support Groggs because they support the Do Over podcast. We're back. We took a little bit of a break. Came right back with sports. And I'm going to start this episode, or this portion of this episode. Portions. I'm going to start by saying thanks to Groggs.
Thank you, Groggs.
Thanks to Royce.
Thank you, Royce.
Royce is going to be in our non-existent fantasy league because Elliot can't seem to get his shit together.
Activated the league.
Did you activate
the league?
Why don't you go ahead and text the league chat to let them know?
Oh, don't worry. They get an email. Yeah, the second you reactivate your league, you get an email to everybody. Elliot. And draft day, September 2nd. That's Tuesday night.
Okay.
7 p.m.
Tuesday night, September 2nd, the league is back.
So back.
That means that betting is back.
Yes.
The fantasy football recap is back.
Yeah.
But Elliot, my question to you is this.
What?
Is your stupid name still your stupid name? Or did you change your stupid name?
You know, the Dragons have been a staple.
Yeah, but that's not a winning name.
It really hasn't been. I think the best I got was third.
Yeah, which I've done several times over in this league.
Well, that's besides the point. Because you know what? If there's one thing I love to do, is find the trends, find the things that are working, and then use them for myself. So I have changed the name from the Dragons, and I have changed my logo that used to be just Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Drew, do you have the app on your phone?
I don't know. Probably not because it's a new phone. I have to do it. Just tell me what it is.
Well,
just tell me. Just tell me.
I'm going to show you.
You just tell me.
I'm going to show you.
You just tell me.
Please welcome me in introducing the brand of the future, the team of the future.
Okay.
The Droopies.
Do you know what my new name's going to be?
Everything's just getting harder and harder. And yes, is that Droopy Dog? It is Droopy Dog.
Dita. Okay, so do you want to know what my new name is?
Right now, it looks like the Toots Magoots.
It's the Lady Jam's True Love.
That's a really long name.
I know, but I am Lady Jam's True Love. So,
how does Sarah feel about that?
You know, I didn't say that Lady Jam's my true love. Mm-hmm. I said that Lady Jam's loves me.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. She loves me. Yeah. I'm her true love, but I didn't say she was my true love.
Her favorite on the pod.
Elliot, I can't help that I am so infectious with my loveliness.
Yeah. I mean, sure, we have a Drew corner in our apartment, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. That little seance corner that has locks of my hair and pictures. That's just...
Well, I mean, I brought that from work, but whatever.
No, I don't know what my new name's going to be yet, but it's going to be definitely Elliot inspired.
You should just call them the Ellie Wowies.
Fucking Darren's like, oh, it needs to be Baby Bird. He keeps on pushing the Baby Bird thing.
Well, you lost a bet. That's why.
God damn it, Darren. Okay, then I'm going to make a side bet with Darren.
You should just, if you're going to do a baby name, you should just be unsufferably baby. The Baby Wabies.
The Baby Wavy Boo Boos.
I'll pay you in blocks. Like, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Darren's little baby wabies.
Darren's little baby buds. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's get into some sports. Seems like we got a lot of NFL stuff here.
It's not a whole lot, but we are going to be we've been doing projections and predictions. So
did you see what I sent you? Did you watch what I sent you?
Just this morning?
No, I sent you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Okay, so let's be clear. It's fucked up to do the whole dildo thing at the WNBA. But someone did a someone did a WNBA highlight reel with AI. Watch it. It's in your. Just watch it live on camera.
All right.
Okay, he's pulling up. I'll see if we can.
I'm gonna mute it. All right. Let's see.
No. You can turn it up. It's fine. If we have to cut out when you're watching it, it's fine. I'll just get your reaction.
Hell of a thumbnail.
Yeah.
God. Oh.
It's so funny.
They gave the first girl a helmet.
It's so.
That's wild.
It's so mean, but it's funny, dude.
That's bad.
It's so mean. It's so mean, but it's fucking funny, dude.
Come on.
Sorry.
Not the cam. The ref.
The ref.
All right.
It's funny.
That's bad.
Is it not funny?
No, I'm laughing. It's just you're laughing because you know it's so bad.
Yeah, it's so bad, but it is funny. And we don't need to go off about how the WNBA kind of shoots themselves in the foot. We do that every week. So.
You know, I'm trying to be more positive.
Yeah.
And then you get Marmalade Watch.
It's a funny
and
video.
now there's betting for it. You can bet to see if somebody's going to do it or not.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's not great.
It's not great.
Anywho, let's go to the NFL. What I'm thinking, we'll do a couple of the stories and then we'll do our predictions for 2 NFC brackets because we have 2 more weeks until the season starts, which I can't wait. College football week 0 is starting this week. So I feel like we can go over some of the games, but they are smaller games. Next week is when the season really kicks off,
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll save that and we'll go over the top 25, the top 10 teams of college football. But let's start with the Cincinnati Bengals. Defensive end Trey Hendrickson has continued his holdout as the NFL season inches closer and closer to starting. So right now, Trey Hendrickson overperformed last year, led the NFL with 17.5 sacks, which is a crazy number for sacks, especially for how awful the Cincinnati Bengals defense is. It is one of the worst defenses in football. And, so he wants to get his deal restructured. They've got the ballpark of the years and the overall money. What the issue is right now is the guarantee. Because a lot of the times players want the guarantee because most often
if they get hurt, it guarantees their check.
Right. Well, and a lot of the times, you'll get like these 4-year contracts. Well, they'll never play their 4th year, especially this late in their career. Not saying he's old. It's just he's been around now. So he's not going to see the 4th year with the Bengals. Odds are he'll get traded or they'll restructure it again for a 2-year deal. So the guarantee is what players want more than anything. So that's why he's holding out.
What are they guaranteeing?
They aren't guaranteeing anything yet. We don't have the numbers in front, but we do know that he's liking the years of the soon-to-be contract and the average per year. We just don't have the numbers overall. But he has overperformed. So from Cincinnati's side, you're saying, oh, well, he's not going to perform like that again. But your defense is so bad and you have this prolific offense that you need some competence on defense.
Right.
So they need him. He needs them. So they're just trying to find that sweet middle ground.
Don't they usually guarantee like 65% of the contract? Isn't that like the standard number?
Something around that, 60 to 65. I mean, you need your players guaranteed, but you also can't break the bank. Granted, he is an incredible player. There's just not a lot of talent around him, and the defense is so bad. And this seems like another season that the Bengals are going to need to average 30 points a week to win games.
That can be tough.
I believe Joe Burrow and the Bengals last year were the only team to average 30.3 points a game and not make the playoffs.
Right.
So, I mean, the defense needs to be competent because the offense will be there. Will it be 30 points a game? Probably not. It'll probably be closer to 28, but I mean, that's still crazy numbers your team's giving you. So the defense needs to show up. Next, we have a couple of quarterback announcements. One of them, not surprising. The other one, a little surprising. The Browns have confirmed Joe Flacco. There's something about Flacco that I trust, Joe Flacco going to be the Browns starting quarterback. We knew this was going to happen. They're still trying to figure out their QB depth chart. Shedeur was good week 1. Dylan Gabriel, although he threw pretty well, he did have 2 turnovers and one was a pick 6. So that's not good. And then you have Kenny Pickett, who's still hurt, dealing with a hamstring injury. If I had to guess, I could see them cutting or trading Kenny Pickett for like a 7th round pick and then keeping the 2 rookies and deciding then.
Yeah.
Or them keeping all 4 and just trying to figure out, this is a throwaway season anyway. Might as well see what we got later in the season with the rookies, The big one in this morning was the Indianapolis Colts. They have named Daniel Jones the starting quarterback. So this comes over Anthony Richardson, who they knew was a project, but has only gotten worse from what it seems. And he did get hurt in the first week of preseason with a thumb injury. And Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson have struggled dramatically in the training camp for the Colts. So the fact that they named Jones, for me, it feels like, okay, he's the safer option. He's had times where he's played. He's been in the league for about 4 years now, maybe 5. You know what you're getting with him. It's not great, but this will give Anthony Richardson time to develop because I still think they believe in him, even though his last season was bad. And his first season wasn't great, but he was injured. So I think they're just trying to give Anthony Richardson time to develop the read option, the cerebral part of being a quarterback.
Right.
Because he's got the arm talent and he's got the leg talent for it. So it's just fine tuning him now. Well, Daniel Jones, you know what you're getting. You're getting a below average quarterback at best. It's just the honest truth. He just hasn't performed. He was never really viewed as a great quarterback out of Duke. So, it makes sense that they're going to use him to kind of be, all right, if he can get us 8-9 wins, because their roster's very solid. It's just they need competent quarterback play.
Right.
And Anthony Richardson, we see the potential. He just hasn't been consistent with the potential.
Right.
But there you go and I have to update because I said a little bit on the pod. So this is so annoying because last week it was announced that Odell Beckham was retiring 10 seasons with the NFL, a very good season or a very good career.
Right.
Yeah. Super Bowl champion, injuries plagued him. He came out later, not 2 hours after the pod and said, I'm just going to tell everybody right now, the reports are wrong. They are false. So here's me. I goofed. Even though the reports all over NFL Twitter were that he was retiring, he came out and said, I'm not retiring. People stop telling me I'm retiring. I'm not retiring.
Do you think someone leaked that to force him into retirement?
Maybe. Well, the tricky thing is just there's so much constant news and so many of the news reporters use Twitter. So with that, you'll get people that don't have the full story or maybe heard report, maybe some chirping and then went with it rather than confirming. So
I have a thought experiment for you.
Okay.
So Aaron Rodgers playing for the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
A dude that works at Save Mart. I'll leave his name out. Huge Green Bay fan like you.
Okay.
Going to go see the Steelers play
That's
Green
cool.
Bay.
That is going to be an awesome game.
And I asked, who do you root for?
You root for love.
That's what he said.
You root for love. This is the era of love.
Okay. It's been the era of love for 3 seasons, Elliot.
He's only been the starter for 2. This is his 3rd season as a starter.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the era of love has been the era of disappointment.
Okay, hang on. He got them to the playoffs his first 2 years as a starter. He had 10 wins last year and 9 wins the year before. I'd say it's a very good showing so far. Do we want more? Absolutely. Are we expecting championships in the future? We want them this year. You know, we are expecting great things because the Packers have had great quarterbacks for the last 30 years.
Elliott is part owner of the Green Bay Packers.
I am.
And he's expecting.
I am.
Love's performance.
I expect what I would like to see is the development of Matthew Golden, the number 1 pick that we took, the wide receiver. Josh Jacobs continuing to be a workhorse for the offense, and Jordan Love fine-tuning his throws. Cut down on the turnovers. I still want the big throws, but I'll end on this. Sorry, the little diatribe Packers. I want Matt LaFleur to play a little dangerous. I feel like he can be a little too conservative with his play call. You have a quarterback who's got a cannon of an arm. Sure, there's going to be turnover throws, but let him throw it, man.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see him sling it downfield. And I feel like
Ellie wants him to sling it in his face.
Do you not want the air of Love to be slinging it around? Don't you want Love? Don't you want Love to spread around?
I guess.
That's all I'm saying. I feel like sometimes LaFleur can be too conservative with his play calling. And I feel like when you have a quarterback as dynamic as Love, you should let him trust in him more.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. So OBJ, to come back to it all, did not retire. So
Elliott was wrong.
I was. And hey, this is me owning it. This is accountability. And we are accountable.
All right.
Now,
what do we got next?
Next, we have English Premier League, because the EPL started this last week. Couple little notes here. Chelsea with a mind-numbing performance against Crystal Palace, 0-0. They just came off a FIFA Club World Cup win. They should be feeling good. They should be coming out strong. 0-0 to Crystal Palace is ridiculous, frankly. I mean, Chelsea, you got to hold yourself to a higher standard, especially when you have Cole Palmer in his absolute prime. Crazy. Anyway, let's go to some other things. Man City in top form as they dominate with a 4-0 win over Wolverhampton. Side note, the Wanderers, sick name.
Wolverhampton's a sick name.
Right? But the Wanderers, cool name. Liverpool also coming off a 4-score win. They won 4-2 over AFC Bournemouth. AFC Bournemouth, pretty rubbish, but Liverpool also just
straight rubbish. They is
just total rubbish. But Liverpool probably going to be the front runner again. And then the most impressive win, though, goes to Sunderland as they return from the EPL with a 3-0 win over West Ham.
That's big.
So back from relegation, 3-0 win, letting people know we're here to stay, damn it.
Do you think, just because this is the only team that I've in any way have watched and paid attention to, do you think Wrexham makes it to the EPL? I mean, they've been promoted 3 seasons in a row. They're 1 under. If they perform top 2, right?
Yes.
They go up EPL.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think...
Or it's top 3. It's top
3?
Top 3. The bottom 3 get relegated. The top 3 get moved up.
Do you think they make it?
I think I'm rooting for it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a huge...
I think it's the biggest sports story that there's a show. It's the biggest sports story, at least in Europe, that nobody's talking about.
Mm-hmm. I think if Wrexham makes it top 3 and they get moved up, I think it is a huge accomplishment, not just for Wrexham.
It's historic.
Yeah, but also it just goes to show what good ownership and good management can do.
Well, it's historic now.
Yeah.
It's historic now. But I'm saying if they make it to EPL.
Mm-hmm. And granted, I don't think they'll be able to compete with EPL teams. They'll probably get relegated right back down. But to make it there in the span of 4 years and constantly moving up, I think that's a huge achievement and will only bring more people into Wrexham. It's only good for Wrexham. Even being here in the Champions League underneath them, the Championship League underneath them, is a huge accomplishment. So if they can even stay competitive in that, and if they make it to the EPL, it's unheard. It's a story unheard of to go from that low to that successful that fast.
Right.
But again, it all leads to good ownership, good management, and tapping into the heart and soul of the sport.
So where's my Wrexham jersey?
I don't know. You can afford it.
You buy it.
You buy it.
You buy it.
Tell you what, I will get you for Christmas a Wrexham jersey.
Okay, I'll take it. Anyways, what else we got?
Let's go to a little bit of NBA here because just one story. And don't worry, I have confirmed with the player. I haven't reached out to him, but I followed all of his social media accounts.
I have spoken to the player himself.
But I have followed all of his accounts and I have gotten, I did read up confirmation. This is from Bleacher Report. It is reporting that John Wall, point guard, has announced he is retiring from basketball after 11 seasons in the NBA, 5-time All-Star, and All-NBA third team, All-Defensive second team, All-Rookie first team, Slam Dunk champion, and SEC Player of the Year. Congrats to John Wall for a pretty damn solid career. Injuries kind of plagued him, but he made Washington relevant for 7-8 years. So to do that, because nobody watches the Wizards, to make them a playoff team for at least a few years is nothing short of a miracle.
How could your name be as cool as the Wizards and no one wants to watch you?
Well, and just how can you be so bad?
We're a wizard, bitch.
The Wizards. I cast Fireball. Bunch of D&D players out there getting crossed up.
I think they should lean into that, dude.
Yeah. We're the Wizards.
They should come out while wearing big ass beards.
They should just do Wizard Night where you dress as a wizard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Something.
Dude, that sells itself right there.
They should do something. I'm going to go over the cliff notes of the baseball story.
Okay.
Because the cliff notes of the baseball story, USA Today had a story last week that they've seen a spike in teams and fans within 12 teams that are getting more and more loud about sell the team chants. Now, it's not just the Athletics. The Rockies have been very vocal about that, seeing as they started, I believe it was 6-33 earlier this season. The White Sox coming off of one of the biggest disaster seasons in MLB history last year. The Nationals, about a week ago, over 4 games, gave up 54 runs. The Pirates, who have just been in baseball hell for 30 years. And just more and more teams are getting tired of poor ownership, selling off good players, tanking with no prospects of being successful. Now, the Rays just sold, right? We did that story. I believe it was $6 billion.
Yeah.
It was a huge deal, and it was part of an ownership team. And one of the guys is keeping them in Tampa. He wants to rebuild in Tampa. I think that's a good choice. But you are seeing now that more and more fans across sports, not just baseball, but across sports, are getting fed up of being dealt bad product. And if you're going to pay your hard-earned money to support the team, to buy the merch, to go to games, you expect competent teams. And that stems from poor ownership and poor leadership. Take the Commanders, for example, were irrelevant for years with Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder's a grade A tool who had some really horrible accusations against him. Sold the team. Literally their first year they sell, they're in the NFC Championship because of proper ownership and management. So I think you're going to see this more and more frequently.
I heard something interesting.
Yeah, go for
it. Someone laid this out that when you have really, really rich people and they become, and it's not like a little rich, it's like mega rich. You're talking billionaires.
Yeah, billionaires.
They assume that their expertise and knowledge in business, therefore, translates to knowledge in everything.
Right.
And I feel like these guys get in their own way.
Absolutely.
By making shitty decisions, because it's like, well, what can you tell me? I made $1 billion. Yeah.
I run a multi-billion-dollar sports franchise. Who are you to tell me what I should and shouldn't do?
Or how do you think you know more than I? Because obviously I'm the smartest one here because I'm so successful.
Right.
And these asshole owners shoot themselves in the foot either over dumb pissing contests or they just think that they know everything and don't really consider other people's advice or questions.
Right.
You know,
and it leads to players not being happy. It leads to fans not being happy, which is that's your lifeline. If you don't have supportive fans, you don't have a successful team.
Right.
And you need to have that balance of supporting your fan base, bringing your fan base in while also bringing a good product through their
performing
commerce.
for them,
Yes.
or at least making it close. Even if you're a losing team, but you're losing by a little bit.
Well, and it's
you just need to get over the hump.
Well, and it's one thing to be like, hey, we're in a rebuild this year, but trust the process. We're building up around young stars that we deem are going to be good, and that will then boost revenue, and that will boost our efforts to get you a playoff caliber team or a championship winning team. You see this happen with good, competent ownership, and then you'll see like the Cleveland Browns, who don't know who their quarterback is, and they're 2 weeks away from the season, and now they're going with a 40-year-old Joe Flacco, right?
Flacco.
And hey, there's something about Flacco that I trust.
I know, we trust Flacco.
We trust Flacco, you know? Funny enough, he was the last quarterback to get them to the playoffs years ago. But I'm just saying there is becoming more and more fervor of a demand in better ownership and better management. And when owners sell away their best assets and bring out these poopy teams, and then they're like, I don't know why our fan base isn't supporting us. Yeah. Who would have thunk, right?
Yeah. So we're running a little late. So let's
really quickly
finish up.
Let's finish up with predictions week. We are week 3 into predictions. We're going to do a double whammy here with the NFC West and the NFC South. Now, the NFC West is your San Francisco 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks, the LA Rams, and the Arizona Cardinals. Drew, who do you think's winning? Go from best to worst.
49ers number 1.
Okay.
Number 1 in all NFL 49ers. Just watch.
Okay.
It's their season. I'll go Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks.
Okay. Going Cardinals third. Rams second. Do the Rams make the playoffs?
First round.
Wild card team. All right. For me, I have the LA Rams. I think they're going to win the division. I think they're really talented if Matthew Stafford can stay healthy. Otherwise, you got a Garoppolo problem. And the 49ers know all about the Garoppolo problem. Boy can't throw. I think the Seahawks are going to be better than people think. Am I also a Darnold apologist? Yes. Do I love Darnold? I love me some Darnold. Do I hate the Seahawks? A lot. But I just think Darnold's going to be something good over there, okay? I don't know. I think the 49ers are going to be third. I think Arizona, I think they're like 5 bad games away from selling the team. They're just selling everything, fire sale, because I just don't know if you know what you have with Kyler Murray. He's awesome until he isn't. And he's very injury prone, and he just, I don't know if he can win you a playoff game. He just hasn't proven it.
Yeah.
Next, quickly, we will do the NFC South. That is Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, and the New Orleans Saints.
I hate to say it.
Say it.
I would say Bucks, Falcons, Saints, Panthers.
Okay. I'm close to you on that. I think Bucks, they've been pretty dominant in winning the division for the last couple of years. Granted, some of those were Brady years, but Baker's a dude.
Yeah.
Baker can throw 41 touchdowns last year. Just a dog. I think Atlanta is going to get better. I think they might be a sneaky wild card team. Panthers, I think Bryce Young is going to slowly but steadily keep getting better. The Saints are going to be one of the worst teams in football this year.
You think?
I think they don't have a quarterback. Derek Carr retired. They're in cap hell because they kept trying to just push the bill down the line with Drew Brees and everything. I just think they're really bad.
I feel bad for Derek Carr.
I do too. But we love us some DC4. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out Derek Carr, who had a great career that should have been more.
I think he had a great career right in the middle.
Yeah.
And he was the great hope for the Central Valley. Everyone was like, oh man.
So when he was with the Raiders, if he didn't break his leg that year, he was like third in MVP voting. I think they make the AFC Championship.
Really?
That team was so good. And then he gets hurt with like 2 weeks left in the season. And then Connor Cook from Michigan State has to take over. And he's terrible. He's just terrible. He's just terrible. But Derek Carr, we love you. David Carr,
love you.
We love you.
Derek Carr.
And fans, we love you. So support your Droopies.
Wait for my name to be revealed coming up.
Because this season's gonna be tough.
Anyways, thank you very much for watching Taps and Takes. Remember to subscribe and love us.
Love us.
And go check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/The2Over Podcast. Probably recording live as of right now. You can watch Jess talk about the Gloop Gloops. Because that's what she does often.
I don't know. I feel like, were we Gloop heavy this last week at Browns? I don't think we were.
No, because it was PG-13 show. What are we going to talk about?
True.
And that was the first thing she talked about.
You know what? And I will say, I thought it was a good sode over at Browns.
Even though that he had sexual relations with
I did not have relations.
With the footage.
There is no footage.
There is no footage.
So you can't prove it.
It's because he had sexual relations.
So you can't prove it.
Anyways, we got to get the fuck on out of here. Thank you so very much for watching.
Groggs.
Thank you, Groggs.
Groggs.
Until next week, I love you. Bye.
This is your thumbnail photo. Support us.